Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is January 30th, 2024, and we are in the Old Testament book of 2nd Chronicles. We're going to read chapter 3 today. So Solomon is going to actually build the temple, and he builds it really quick in Chronicles. So our chronicler doesn't necessarily want to go into all the detail that we had in Kings. Just wants us to know that Solomon built it according to that plan. Some things to keep in mind. He's building a temple. We kind of sometimes think of a temple as just a really big ornate church. It's not. When we weren't allowed in the temple, only the priests were allowed in the temple. So if we would come to see God, we would get to a certain point, and we would have to stop and give our sacrifice to the priests and tell them what we were sacrificing for, and then they would go in and offer the sacrifice for us. The Holy of Holies, where the Ark of the Covenant was, there was only one person that could go in there, the high priest, and he could only go in there once a year. So this is a special holy place. Now when Jesus came and we did away with the temple, then we don't have to go through in-betweens, and we don't have to come to a place and stop. We can go right before the throne of God and lay our petition right at his feet. Good for us. So let's go ahead and we're going to read 2nd Chronicles chapter 3. Now Solomon began to build the house of the Lord at Jerusalem on Mount Moriah, where the Lord had appeared to his father David at the place that David had prepared on the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. And he began to build on the 2nd day of the 2nd month in the 4th year of his reign. This is the foundation which Solomon laid for building the house of God. The length was 60 cubits, cubits according to the former measure, and the width 20 cubits, and the vestibule that was in front of the sanctuary was 20 cubits long across the width of the house, and the height was 120. He overlaid the inside with pure gold. The larger room he paneled with cypress, which he overlaid with fine gold, and he carved palm trees and chainwork on it. And he decorated the house with precious stones for beauty, and the gold was gold from Parvaim. He also overlaid the house, the beams and the doorposts, its walls and its doors with gold, and he carved cherubim on the walls. And he made the most holy place. Its length was according to the width of the house, 20 cubits, and its width 20 cubits. He overlaid it with 600 talents of fine gold. The weight of the nails was 50 shekels of gold, and he overlaid the upper area with gold. In the most holy place he made 2 cherubim fashioned by carving and overlaid them with gold. The wings of the cherubim were 20 cubits in overall length. One wing of the one cherub was 5 cubits, touching the wall of the room, and the other wing was 5 cubits, touching the wing of the other cherub. One wing of the other cherub was 5 cubits, touching the wall of the room, and the other wing also was 5 cubits, touching the wing of the other cherub. The wings of these cherubim spanned 20 cubits over all. They stood on their feet, and they faced inward, and he made the veil of blue, purple, crimson, and fine linen, and wove cherubim into it. Oh, hello. Also, he made in front of the temple 2 pillars, 35 cubits high, and the capital that was on the top of each of them was 5 cubits. He made wreaths of chainwork. It's the inner sanctuary, and he put them on top of the pillars, and he made 100 pomegranates and put them on the wreaths of chainwork. Then he set up the pillars before the temple, one on the right hand and the other on the left. He called the name of the one on the right hand Jashin, and the name of the one on the left Boaz. May God bless the reading of his word. May God bless you. Bye.